Yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freak here. No, fuck, it's Terrell here on Terrell Game Vlogs. And I figured I'd do a follow-up to my Shonen impressions because it's been about half a year. It's been about 6 months since Alpha first launched. So I figured I'd go ahead and give my current thoughts on everything. Now, in terms of things that have been not added, but in terms of like changes in the actual like interface, nothing's really changed. Like they haven't really added anything to that, or it's like nothing has really changed. It still looks the same. It's still the basic summary. Nothing huge has changed. It's still 99 cents if you just want one particular issue, or $26 a year for a full subscription. They haven't gone up or gone down on the prices. Now, in terms of the lineup, I guess I should mention, because that has changed significantly in like the last 6 months, which to me I give a whole bunch of credit to Viz. So in terms of the old favorites, Bakuman is gone because Bakuman ended, but in its place we now have the main one. The main ones that come every week is One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Toriko. I think Nura just moved to a different publisher. It's not on Shueisha. It's I think it's like Jump Square or something. So I think their chapters will be delayed, but Nura's still there. But we also have and that's the 5 series. But then we've added a whole bunch of new series. Like they just brought in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal like last week. They have this new series called Barrage, which just came out in Japan. Like it literally has like 7 chapters in Japan and has 5 chapters on Alpha. So that's Barrage. We have the monthly stuff with Kenshin. We just got the announcement apparently that fucking Blue Exorcist will be in here monthly too. And there's a new, and just like Barrage, there's another new series that they recently decided to put in Alpha, which I'm about to look up the name of it because I don't remember right off the top of my head. I believe it was called, where are you? Where are you, Link? I need Link, and Link isn't helping me right now. It's like Tagahami or some shit. Like, yeah, Takama-ga-hara. I have no idea what that is. I know that has 2 chapters in Japan, and I think Jorge just mentioned this to me, so I wonder what his English translation name will be. So altogether, that's about 10 series. Yeah, about 10 series. We have about 10 series in Alpha right now. Mind you, some of them are, fucking monthly, but, that's a lot better than I think the original 6 we had, because the original 6 was One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Nura, Toriko, and Bakuman. We had 6 originally. Now we have about 10. So, to me, that's a huge step up, and I've also seen a lot of people complaining about, well, why are they grabbing these new series and not, touching the old ones like Gintama or Reborn or Sket Dance or Hunter x Hunter and whatnot. And here's a little bit of a theory I have towards that. I think the next old school series they might touch, or like well-established shonen, will probably be Hunter x Hunter. And here's the reason why I don't think it'll be Gintama. It'll either be Hunter x Hunter or Sket Dance, because I know it's not going to be Gintama, and I'm pretty sure it won't be Reborn. And the reason why I say it won't be those 2 is because they've stopped the English printing of those 2 volumes. I mean, those 2 series. Like, Gintama stopped, I think, at volume 23, and I think Reborn stopped at, like, the late teens, like 19, 20, somewhere around there. I'm not totally sure, because I don't follow Reborn like that. But, usually what they've been grabbing so far are either a series that have a decent, like Blue Exorcist, that's continuing to be print, and they're already have the volumes on VizManga.com. They're putting up the Hunter x Hunter volumes like every fucking week. Like I think right now, if I go to the site, I think Hunter x Hunter is all the way up to volume 11, 12, which I think is good for the Hunter x Hunter fans because it's at volume 11. Which I think is pretty good for the Hunter x Hunter fans, because I heard that a lot of these volumes are out of print. Like, I think, what was it, volume 8 and 9 were, like, horribly out of print. So, actually, I'm looking at this now. Why the fuck does it say volume 11? Oh, okay, never mind, I see. I'm being stupid. I was like, Where's the other shit? But yeah, volume 11. But yeah, so, and they're continuing putting out those, and I think they're still releasing the Hunter x Hunter volumes. Like, I think volume 28 is the one that should be coming out next in terms of pre-ordering and shit. And the thing is, the reason why I say Skate Dance also might have a chance is because Skate Dance doesn't have a license in America yet. So, to grab Skate Dance, you can easily just grab the show and put it on, like, the manga volumes on VizManga.com while having the up-to-date chapters and whatchamacallit. But to me, it's more likely Hunter x Hunter. But the only thing against Hunter x Hunter is just how fucking sporadic Togashi is with his chapters. So Hunter x Hunter, even though it's a weekly Shonen Jump title, wouldn't be in there every damn week purely just because Togashi doesn't do it like... He takes breaks a lot. He's like the most well-known for taking breaks. The other cool things that's changed in like the last 6 months is that it is now... The Viz Manga app, you were able to look at, you know, Shonen Jump Alpha not only on your iPod and Apple products, but you can also do it on Androids. They actually just recently announced that you can look at your shit on Androids. So we have 10 series that we'll get every month. And I think what, 6 of those are monthly? No, 6 of those are 6 or 7 of those are actually it would be One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. Nura's not gonna be that anymore. So One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Barrage, Takama-ga-hara new series, and Toriko. So 6. So you'll still have 6 weekly series on top of having 4 extra monthly related series, like the Kenshin reboot and the fucking Kenshin, Blue Exorcist, Nura, and I feel like I'm missing one. I probably am, and I can't think of what it is. Or maybe it is just 9 series. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm not totally sure. But I think I'm missing one. Am I? Yeah. I probably am. No, I'm thinking because I'm pretending like Bakuman's still there. That's what it is. So yeah, technically it's 9 series. But the point is, it's 3 more than we originally had. Even if some shit has changed. I also like Shonen Jump Alpha because it's now become this new digital venue for new manga in Japan to have an American audience quicker than it usually was. Because, you know, usually we gotta wait a shitload of time before they grab new series. Like, Bakuman was out for a decent amount of time before it got brought over to the States. Barrage is already over here, and they're not even on their... I don't think they released the first volume for Barrage yet. Because Barrage has 7 chapters in Japan and has 5 chapters in America, which will change in about tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday, which is when it updates. They've been on top of that too. We haven't really had any bugs with, you know, sometimes it's even there like a few hours earlier. In terms of the gap though, the 2-week thing, that hasn't really changed much, so you know, that is a downside. But as I said about in terms of the new series, I think the only 2 series I'm expecting them, I would assume would be the most likely for them to grab is probably either Skate Dance or Hunter x Hunter. No, I wouldn't really expect much from Hunter x Hunter because it's like, Togashi takes all these fucking breaks. You're going to have gaps from where he's not in the damn volumes. On top of which, adding the 2-week lag on top of the gaps he's taking. So it's like, fuck me kind of logic. But in terms of like any real advancements, in terms of the extras, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh card thing works because I've gotten 2, and apparently they send you 2 cards instead of 1, so I would say that's awesome. The extra shit like the videos or the interviews, it's been about that. That's the only thing I'm a little disappointed with. Nothing's really changed in terms of that. The only GIF related stuff we've gotten is like that crossover thing with Toriko and One Piece like a while ago, even though that was old as hell. Even when they released it, it was old as hell, so it wasn't really too much of a big thing. I do like the fact that they do use the Japanese covers for each issue. Like, usually these are covers of like color pages in Japan. Oh no, I know I was getting Zexel, so it was 10. I'm just being stupid. That was a random ADHD moment, but right now I'm on their site just kind of looking at shit. But you know, nothing really too much has changed. But at the same time, there's been a good amount of stuff changing, at least for. Wow, that sounded so contradictory. It's changed enough for 6 months. Like, for 6 months, I consider this an accomplishment. To get all these new series, and to even bring back series they didn't have, because, you know, in the original like physical Shonen Jump they had fucking Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. They actually now have, you know, they decided, no, let's put Zexal in here because, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh fans are apparently fans of this because they get the cards every goddamn month. We're still getting that fucking yearbook at the end of the year, which I'm really looking forward to that just to see what is in there. I'm hoping what's in there is like a shit ton of color pages. Like a shit ton of color pages from each series that we've seen over this year. Because that would be fucking awesome. Maybe some extra shit, but like, that's one of the main things I would like to see in there. Viz Manga itself has been adding its shit, you know, normally. Like, for Blue Exorcist, since Blue Exorcist will start, I think, in the next 2 weeks, what they're going to do probably is they're going to, like, put out Volume 8 on VizManga.com, like, digitally quicker. Because, as you know, Volume 8 doesn't come out for a little bit longer. And then they're going to go from that and directly just do chapters right after that volume. I don't think they're going to start releasing volumes, I'm just saying. In terms of anything else, though, I don't see any other advancements off the top of my head I can think of that was a big deal. I think it was just strictly that kind of shit. Yeah. And they've been doing a lot of meetups and shit, but that really won't really affect you unless you go to cons all the fucking time. I guess the only other thing I can mention is that it seems like the conversations between these guys, like in the comment section of every chapter, every time it comes out, it's been pretty good. I mean, like, people have been conversating pretty well. There hasn't been any discrepancies. I mean, there have been some dicks, you know, who fucking, I hate it when people do this. Let's put a link to like illegal sites on their shit. But it's been pretty chilled. I mean, people have been talking about it. People have been supporting this. So, I mean, like, I'm looking at last week's volume, and there's over 112 comments on here, all talking about different stuff. And to me, as I said, the biggest pro for Shonen Jump Alpha is the fact that it's all on one fucking thing. I don't have to go to 6 different sites to read all the chapters I read. Mind you, I only read Barrage, One Piece, and Naruto. Those are the only 3 I read. I may pick up Blue Exorcist when Volume 8 comes out and then just go back and read it from there. Really, I only read like 3 series. Well, it'll be 4, and then I might check out this Takama-ga-hara thing because it's new, and I like Barrage. I think George recommended this one to us like 2 days ago, actually. So I might actually seriously read it this time. But overall, you know, Alpha's been doing really well. I've been enjoying it. I haven't had really any problems with it. I only really read it on like a computer. I don't do it like on an iPod. I've tried it on my sister's iPod because my iPod is like a first generation, and I can't download any apps because mine is the first. Well, I can't download certain apps because mine is the first generation, and they're not like supporting first generation iPod touches. So I tried it on my sister's app, and it looked really good. It looked pretty clear. I don't know how it is on Android, so I haven't really seen any Android reviews on it, but you know, we'll see. But as I said, you know, it's just been doing really well. It's like I like the quality of the pages. I like the translations. I know a lot of people. I remember George got me. It was like, why the fuck did they translate? I think it's called Sensei no Boge in Japanese, but in English it's just called Barrage. It was like, why the fuck did they change the name? And I don't really know what Sensei no Boge means, like as a direct translation, but I like the series. And if anyone, you know, that's just kind of my up-to-date thoughts. As I said, nothing's really changed about the interface, but it's still good. And, you know, people are still hyped about, oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal's in here. And then Blue Exorcist will get in, I think, 2 weeks. Like, I think what is it? I think Blue Exorcist will start on July 30th, which is like another 2 weeks. And then I'm trying to, and they're apparently going to speed up for that. Takama-ga-hara, I think, starts, Takama-ga-hara, I think that starts on the 23rd. So I think that starts not this week, but next week. Yeah. So nothing new will be like for this week coming, but next week shit will go down. But yeah, I've kind of rambled on, but that's just my, you know, up-to-date thoughts on it. If you do use Shonen Jump Alpha, how have you been liking the change in context? If you don't, do you think any of the things I mentioned here make you want to try it or whatever? And the people who ask why I support the alpha, it's like because it's the legal way. I like the series that I read on there, and it's 2 weeks. It's not gonna kill me. I mean, I'm still getting it weekly. People don't understand that. It's like it may be 2 weeks behind, but it's still weekly. Like you're still getting a chapter a week. It's just that chapter is 2 weeks behind when it originally was sent out. So not really a big deal for me, but that's just me. But anyways, this has been the Vlogs Again from your boy Terrell. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.